Now in this video we are going to discuss about introduction to R. So we are going to discuss about why we are choosing R as a tool to learn data science, and then we'll be discussing about how to download R installer and then how to install it in Mac, in Windows, in other operating system. And then we will be learning about how to set up our workspace, so that in next topic we can actually we can learn the basics of R. So first of all, this R was actually developed at AT&T Bell Lab, and this was from then itself. It was actually a free open source language, so you don't need to actually pay to use R, and that is the reason this is so popular. In last 7-8 years, there was a huge community created. So you have any question about any function, any library, you can actually Google it and you would get the answer right away. Similarly, since this is an open source language, so like you, me, and lot of other data scientists, they actually build all those inbuilt function and they upload it in a website called CRAN, and then you can download all those packages. So probably for doing a very difficult task, you have to write 2-page code, but instead of doing all those things, you can simply use a function which is being created data scientists like you and me. That is the beauty of our community, and it's available for all the platform across Windows, Mac, and Linux, and it is mainly used for statistical analysis. So you might be thinking that why to learn again another language. So probably if you know already Java, or if you know already some programming language, then why do you need to learn this language? Because R is mostly used for all those statistical analysis, and you would understand after this course that this is so easy to actually interpret. It's easy to use. It can handle different type of data. So when I say different type of data, it can handle your Excel spreadsheet, it can handle comma separated value CSV file, it can handle your XML file, it can handle JSON file, and lot of other different files as well. Similarly, it can create a very good visualization. It has a lot of inbuilt function, and the results are also easy to interpret, and that is why a lot of companies are actually using R. It's not about small or big. So talking about Microsoft, Google, and a lot of other companies are actually using it very actively, because this is free and you can do a lot of POCs out there. And in my experience, in my earlier organizations, what I have seen, R is predominantly being used to do a POC as well as to do a project. So it can deliver a full blown project as well. So be confident about the fact that you are going to learn R, and it has huge popularity, and your market value would be always higher if you know R in data science. Now let's discuss about how to download and then install your R. So throughout our course, we will be actually using R Studio, which is actually updated version of R Base. So earlier, maybe back in 2010, that time we had only R Base, so which was not good looking at all. It has a console. You give the command, you would get the answer quickly. But then the updated version is R Studio, which we are going to use in our course. But to actually use R Studio, you have to first install RBase, and then you have to open R Studio. But we have to remember one thing, that this R is getting updated all the time. It's not like that once you download and install R Studio, it would work fine, should not be having any problem. But time to time you might get some warning message that this new packages and these new libraries are built in new version and you are probably using an old version, so that is a good time you should actually check and update your R version as well. Now I will slowly show you how to actually download this RBase, then install, and then download this RStudio and then install. Okay, so first thing is your RBase. So this is the link. I have already opened that link for you. This is RBase link and you can quickly download here, download this for your Windows. Now if you want to download it for Mac, so simply just write download. Yeah, so I'm not going to install it because I already have it in my laptop, but you can actually download that and just the exe file you can install it on your own. And as I was saying that you can actually download for Mac also. So R for Mac, and you would be getting similar kind of exe file, installation file for Mac as well. Should not be having any problem. So once you are done with it, yeah, so you would be getting a file for your Mac, and then from here you can download it. Once this is downloaded, what you can do, you would be getting this kind of icon in your desktop, and once you open it, it would be like a simple console. If you see, it's very easy to use, intuitive, but you do not have anything else. This was the old version. Now let me close this and then let's download the RStudio. Okay, now let's download RStudio. Again, I have already opened the link, the same link, RStudio download, which I am showing here in the PPT. If you come here, then download the free version. There are a lot of different kind of version, you don't need to worry about it. So download the first one, which is the basic one. This is totally fine, you don't need any other support as of now. You simply go and click on download now. If you can see, based on your OS you can actually download. So maybe I have Windows 10, so I will download Windows 10. If you have Mac, you can download Mac as well. Again, it would be asking for a installer exe. I am not going to download this. I have already downloaded, and once this is downloaded, you would be actually getting a UI like this. Let me open it for you. By the time it gets downloaded, let me walk you through how it looks like. Exactly how I was saying that once download the RBase, you would be getting this kind of icon. Once you open it, it would be very easy looking console in RBase, but we are not going to use that. So after the installation is done and it's opening perfectly, you can close it and you can move to the second step, which is about installing RStudio. So first download from that link, then after installation you search this icon RStudio and you can open it. Once you open it, it would look like I think it's already open in my window. Yeah, as you can see, it's already open. You can create a new file. If you see, you can create a new file like this. Those are my earlier file. So you can create a new file, you can type a command. Yeah, so it prompt as well. So if you see, it prompt as well, and then if you press Control Enter, I am repeating it again, if you press Control Enter, then it will run. Or what you can do, you can select a particular command and then also you can press Control Enter and it would run for you. But before we actually code and actually learn the integrity of coding and different basics of R, let me walk you through what it is. So this is actually your source panel. So if you remember, in our RBase version we had only this, the console part, right? But now you have a source panel as well, so where you can first write all those things, you don't need to run anything, and then probably you can run one by one. That is how this is better than the RBase. And then this is RConsole, the old looking one. So I am again going back. So if you see here, if I am saying that I want to store 10 in X, and then if I want to see what is stored in X, then I can see it in console. But the same thing if you want to do it in source panel. So if you see, nothing is being stored here as of now, right? So let me remove everything. So whatever I am doing here in console, nothing is being stored. Okay, sorry. Let me again run this thing, and then if I ask for X, then X is 10, but not that is being stored here. And so this is your source panel, this is your console panel, this is your file or plot panel, where you can see different files, you can upload files. Then here you have plots. I haven't discussed about plot. I will show you in our session 4 how to create a plot. Then we have a concept of packages and libraries, which I will discuss in a moment. Then you have help and viewer. So this is your file and plot panel. And then you have environment panel. So whatever you are storing, that is being stored in global environment, if you can see, or so you can see all those values here. This is your global environment. So again, going back to the PPT, as I was saying, so this is your source panel, this is console panel, this is your environment panel, and the last one is file, plot, packages and help. And if you can see that I have drawn a bar plot, and you would be also able to do similar kind of stuff in maybe 1 or 2 days, not an issue. Now setting up RStudio. So I hope by looking at the video and by going through the link, you would be able to actually download RBase and RStudio. You would be able to install as well. And as I mentioned, that RBase is mandatory to run RStudio. So first download, install and open, and then close it. No need to worry about that. Then open RStudio, and we will be actually discussing a lot of things in RStudio as well. Okay, and those are the 4 panel already discussed. Now we would be learning about setting up your RStudio. So whenever you have a RStudio, suppose you want to get a data, so you want to import a data set, but that data set is in your D drive, but you need to also know where is your working directory. So first command is get working directory, and I was getting that working directory as maybe in the C drive, but ideally my file is in another folder which is maybe in D drive. So how to set that drive? So that is what I have done. So if you see, so suppose you want to actually set your working directory in any location, so maybe in your D drive. So suppose this is my location, so you can actually copy paste and you can actually write it here. And if you try to set this as your working directory, so I have to remove this. So I didn't tell you that this is actually for commenting, like any other language you know. Similarly here also you can actually comment, like I have done this commenting, set the working directory. So as I was saying that you can actually copy this, then within set working directory function, if you just type that thing, you would get a error. Okay, what you have to do, you have to use this double backslash. So instead of the single one, if you do this, then your working directory will be ready for each of them. Yeah, so once you do this, now your working directory is now set to that direction, that folder. Now if you again run your working directory, where is my working directory? Now your working directory has been changed. So earlier you had the working directory in C drive, now you have changed to your working directory as the new one. So what would happen? So from now on, if you want to actually save some file, or you want to import one file from that folder, you can do it. So we'll be learning how to import different kind of files in subsequent videos, but as of now